So the example that I'd like to share with you specifically is to say, many people have been asking in this last year and a half, why do bad things happen? Why is it we're not finding kind of relief and solace as much as we do, and as much dua as we make, as much aid as we send? And part of that is remembering that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in charge, and in His divine wisdom is His timing and His understanding of why things happen and why people suffer. How do you get to this point? It's by sitting down and actually reflecting on some of the stories of the Qur'an, and the one I want to choose today is a specific individual in the Qur'an, and that is Musa, the mother of Musa. I want us to sit down, and we're going to do this kind of a little bit together, just as an example of what you do later when you want to actually bring tafakkur and tadabbur to reality in your own practice. I believe strongly that in this way, the emotional connection to the Qur'an happens. In the story of Sayyidina Musa, you start with understanding his mother, and I want us to put ourselves in her shoes. That is the definition of the word empathy. You put yourself in the shoes of someone else. And everyone here is a parent or has spiritually raised and nurtured a young person. You know this feeling. The story of Musa is probably the best example, one of the best examples of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Qur'an, Inna ma'al usri yusra. It's a verse we all know, that verily after hardship comes ease. But what most people don't realize, and especially because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala repeats it in the Qur'an, and any time a verse is repeated in the Qur'an, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, pay attention, in all caps. And sometimes we hear this verse translated as, after hardship comes ease. But the word in Arabic is ma'a. Inna ma'al usri yusra. With hardship comes ease. Meaning literally the ease is tucked into the hardship. It's traveling with it even if you can't see it right away.